If you are releasing music, or if you are about to release music at any point in the next few months, or if you have been releasing music recently, you are leaving millions of views and money on the table. How do I know that? Because 99% of artists that I see are leaving so much money on the table. They are so inefficient because they're sheep. They're playing the same game as everyone else. Now today in this video, I'm going to give you a hack that can give you not only more attention, but potentially more money. And this time, no, I am not talking about TikTok. Now we all know where the game is right now, or you should do if you've been constantly watching this channel. The game is all about micro content on Reels and on TikTok, because we're all aware that on Instagram feed, then engagement and views and organic reach is becoming more and more increasingly dead. I would say if you've been posting consistently over the last 2 years, you would have seen a decline of up to 2/3 of engagement on every single post that you do on Instagram feed. Whereas when it comes to TikTok and Instagram Reels, there's a good chance that you could be getting 4, 5, 6, even 10x your subscriber rate. If you've got 100 followers on Instagram, there's a good chance that you are regularly posting a piece of content on Reels that is getting 400, 500, maybe even 1,000 views. Now, I'm no mathematician, but that means that there's plenty of people from outside of your audience who are seeing your content. Now, think about that 2 years ago. I would have bitten your hand off for that. Everyone would. Everyone would have been desperate for it and saying, I can't get to my audience. I can't get organic reach. Now, you can get 10x your organic reach as long as you play the right game. I like to think of it like a magic drawer in a desk. Imagine if you open a drawer and there's $100 in the drawer, and you take the money out and you close the drawer, and you open the drawer again and you look down and you think, there's another $100 in the drawer. You take the $100 out, you close the drawer, you open it, there's another $100. How many times are you going to open the drawer? You're just going to keep going again and again until it stops, basically. And that's where we're at with micro content when it comes to Reels and when it comes to TikTok. We have got an ability to be able to get outside of our audience and get our music, to get our content, to get our creative in front of new people. Now, hopefully, if you've been watching this channel for a while, I'm not telling you anything that you don't know, although I have just reaffirmed it. However, YouTube have just made some announcements which are going to really change the game. They're really going to put YouTube at the forefront. And at this point, you really need to pay attention if you're promoting your music. Now, YouTube is proposing some changes to shorts, not the shorts themselves, but how they are consumed. So if you are a regular to YouTube, you probably have noticed that short form content or shorts is pretty much jumbled up with all of the long form content. So you can have a 10-minute video, an hour-and-a-half podcast, and a 10-second reel, like a 10-second TikTok on YouTube Shorts. Now, everyone's been complaining about this for a long time. I personally hate it. And YouTube have said they are going to change things, and they are going to make the YouTube Shorts and the long form content separated into different tabs. But that's not the game changer. That's just a good thing that I think will help YouTube in the long run. The game changer is that YouTube have announced that their short form content is going to be eligible for ad revenue splits. Now, these splits will start from January 2023, and YouTube have a history of ad revenue splits, unlike TikTok and unlike Instagram. In fact, if you look at TikTok, they have the Ad Creator Fund. Now, if you look at the Ad Creator Fund on TikTok, for every 1 million views you get on TikTok, you're probably going to get about 20 or 30 bucks for 1 million views. Now, if you compare that with, let's say, my YouTube channel, for every 1 million views I get on my YouTube channel, I'll probably get about $15,000. Now, of course, short form content isn't going to pay the same as long form content, but even if it's, say, 10%, you'd still be looking at $1,500 for 1 million views. Very, very different to the 20 to 30 bucks you get off TikTok and the absolute nothing that you get off Instagram Reels. Then you've got the progression. If you take TikTok, you watch someone's content, then do you want another TikTok? It probably will be from a different creator, and that creator has gone. There is no progression. It's either do you want one more or do you want to leave the platform? Now, YouTube, not so much, because if you're watching shorts, if you're watching short form content, there is a chance that you can take that step on a new tab to go into that person's content and start watching long form content. So that feeds into your long form content. And let's face it, whilst short form content is fantastic for attention, long form content is where we can really drive home that fan base to know more about you, to really get to grips with you, the artist, and your music. So you could think of it as the short form content really gets the attention and brings people in, whilst the long form content, well, that converts people to fans.
Guys, quick interruption. You're clearly releasing music and serious about getting results.
So have you checked out DK Music Business Academy? It's got over 50 hours worth of courses, including the Roadmap to 1 Million Streams course. On top of that, you've got live sessions with me every single week and a community of like-minded musicians from all over the world. And as well as that, there's even my playlisting tool, Sonar, where you can get in touch with playlist curators when you're releasing music. What have you got to lose? 7-day free trial, links in the description. Let's crack on with the video. Now that's all very well if you are a huge creator, but what if you are an up-and-coming smaller creator? Well, YouTube have said that they want it to be very similar to TikTok in the way that they prioritize smaller up-and-coming creators. So therefore, the same way as TikTok, you might be getting a bunch of random people, you'd be getting the same thing on YouTube and the algorithm will be doing the work for you. Now, if that's true, you could be getting the same amount of traction from TikTok and Instagram Reels, but now driving people into your YouTube and pushing some more people into ad revenue. And this is where it gets interesting, because at the moment, TikTok influencers and Instagram influencers make most of their money from brand deals as opposed to ad revenue. Whereas on YouTube, you get both the ad revenue and you can do brand deals. Now, what this means is you're probably going to find that many high-end influencers, many big creators from TikTok and Instagram see this as a double whammy and start to make the move from TikTok, from Instagram, across to YouTube. Now, why is that a good thing, I hear you say? Well, because all of a sudden you're bringing more attention to the platform. And if all of your content is housed in one place because you've got the long form and the short form, and you've got a way of bringing people in and a way now of looking after people in a way that's very difficult, not impossible, but very difficult on TikTok, this could be a real game changer for an artist. After all, it's really fun seeing 15 seconds of an artist make a little bit of a cover of something. But sometimes I want to see a concert. Sometimes I want to see an entire song. Sometimes I want to see a music video. Sometimes I want to see a 15-minute interview. Things that I just can't really see on TikTok or Instagram Reels, but I can on YouTube. So this really is a no-brainer, and this is what you need to do next, because most people have picked up the fact that they need to make content for TikTok and they need to make content for Instagram Reels. So why aren't you using that content to get on YouTube Shorts? Now, one slight difference. Whereas if you make content for Instagram Reels and you place that on TikTok and say, hey, I've made this 15-second piece of content, I might as well put it on both. Well, I wouldn't do that on YouTube Shorts. I would make specific content for YouTube Shorts, specific content that really brings people in. And then I would make long form content that really looks after people. So if you go on your YouTube channel and you say, well, I haven't really posted anything for the last 3 months, now is the time. Now is the time for you to make that music video, or go and do a live performance, or go and do that cover, or go and do those questions, or the frequently asked questions, or that interview. Now is the time to start using your YouTube channel for what it is. It's your own TV station. It's your own channel that you can look after people. And now you've just found a way that can really bring people in. And at the same time, if you do this well, you'll be able to monetize it at the same point. So for me, this is a complete win for an artist who is releasing music. I feel like YouTube is about to become a more important place than it once was. And YouTube has already been the forgotten hero for many years. I've constantly been saying, please take your YouTube more seriously. Well, now I am all in. I see YouTube now, if this works well, I see YouTube as a main player for you releasing music as the DIY artist. And I don't know how much of a battle we're going to get between TikTok and YouTube, and I would say Instagram, but let's face it, Instagram has been punched in the nuts and is probably down on the canvas, but you can't rule it out. It might come back in the same way as other platforms have. But right now, there is going to be some kind of battle between TikTok and YouTube, and this is going to get very interesting. But what I do see is an ability for an artist like yourself to not only get that free attention, but to look after people and at the same time build that ad revenue. And isn't that what you want as an artist? You do want to be able to monetize, but what you really want to do is monetize the music. Okay, so you can go and make money from hats. Okay, so you can go and make money from touring. But wouldn't it be great if you could make money from the actual music itself? Well, YouTube can do that. So I am all in on YouTube right now, and I would love to see more artists making standalone content for YouTube Shorts, driving people into your YouTube macro content. I fully expect to see a lot of big creators using this strategy. I know I will, not that I'm a massive creator, but I can see the benefits. So hopefully that helps. Take YouTube more seriously, especially YouTube Shorts, and let's see what happens in January as they start to change that dashboard. Anyway, do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, because it really does make a difference to that YouTube algorithm. And you know me, I'm all in on YouTube. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon.